What's up, fight fans? My name is Angelo, and welcome back to Gentleman MMA. So, what's going on with Nate Diaz? Nate Diaz just pissed on the UFC headquarters. Does he have something planned? Is he strategizing something? I'm gonna speculate on that topic right now in this video. But before we get into the video, hit like and subscribe because I post MMA content every single week. So a couple days ago, Nate Diaz posted a picture of him pissing on UFC headquarters. Usually if you do that and you work for a company, you get fired, you get let go because that's considered disrespectful, and it just doesn't look good on your image. But there are certain people who get certain treatment, and those people who don't give a fuck. And the people like that is Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz doesn't give a shit. He's basically saying, he basically told the UFC, all right, I want to get out of the UFC contract, but you guys ain't gonna do shit, so I'm gonna embarrass you guys in the process. And that's what happened. Nate Diaz is an OG. This is why we love Nate Diaz. He don't give a fuck. That's why we relate so much to Nate Diaz. So, as you guys know, Nate Diaz is on his last fight with his UFC contract. He wants out of the UFC so he can fight somewhere else, but the UFC ain't gonna let him go because he's a superstar and he draws a lot of revenue for the company. So of course they ain't gonna let him go. And Nate Diaz understands that. I'm pretty sure he has a smart manager that understands that. So Nate Diaz was probably thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna piss on the headquarters, and I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna embarrass them because they can't do nothing. They can't fire me because if they fire me, that's what I want, or that's what Nate Diaz wants. So it's kind of one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, well, F you guys. Pretty much, that's what it was. And only Nate Diaz can do that. He's the only one that can get away with that. I don't know if it's gonna have. I don't think it will cause bad blood between the UFC and Nate Diaz. I think it's just something that Nate Diaz did, and UFC, they know Nate Diaz. They understand that's what makes Nate Diaz. And yes, they may have embarrassed him from a business standpoint, but technically they didn't, because it just draws more eyeballs to the UFC. Because how often do you hear about an employee peeing on their boss's headquarters? You don't hear that often. I'm pretty sure if the NFL, someone in the NFL did that, everyone will be covering it. And Nate Diaz did that, so there's people out there who don't know who he is, and they probably saw the article and like, oh, who's this guy? And it just draws attention to the UFC, so it's good for business, in my opinion. It's just funny the way it happened. I don't know what's gonna happen with Nate Diaz. I think they'll figure out a deal. I think Nate Diaz is gonna get paid. Nate Diaz has so much leverage right now with the UFC. He will get paid for sure. I think they'll figure the deal out. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that incident. It's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious. Like, Nate Diaz is such an OG. Like, he's such. I mean, anybody else that did that, Dana White would have been like, all right, get the F out of here. Or better yet, Dana White would have been like, all right, you want to do that? Let's play that game. And then he would have gave that person a fight that they wouldn't win. Like, he'll give them the top fighters, and they will lose all 3 fights, and he'll just bury their career. But not Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is one of those special stars that can do whatever the hell they want, and Nate Diaz knows that. But that's it for this video. That's it for this video. I'm pretty much done talking about that topic. I just wanted to give my opinion on it, and that's it. And yeah, that's it for this video. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I post content like this every single week. I talk about UFC fighters, I talk about the mentality of fighters, I talk about the business of fighters, and I talk about matchmaking. I try to give my opinions on what I think is gonna happen, and I just speculate on UFC in general. Like I said, I'm just a diehard UFC fight fan, and I want to share my excitement to other UFC fight fans out there. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video.